Your brain is running on survival software that is more than 10,000 years out of date. That biological mismatch is one of the hidden reasons you can feel a physical, almost urgent need to buy things that have little or no impact on your long-term well-being. For most of human history, our ancestors lived in environments defined by scarcity. Resources were difficult to find, and rewards usually required intense physical effort. When a hunter or gatherer discovered ripe fruit or a reliable source of protein, the brain released dopamine to encourage immediate action. Gather as much as possible. Use the opportunity before it disappears. That instinct helped keep people alive because, in the wild, waiting until later often meant losing the resource forever. You still carry that ancient wiring today. The difference is that you now live in a digital environment deliberately designed to exploit it during nearly every waking moment. In the modern world, that gathering instinct has been hijacked by artificial dopamine overload. Your brain did not evolve to handle endless novelty, one-click purchases, and a constant stream of notifications competing for your attention. When you see a limited-time offer or a flash sale countdown, your primitive brain does not simply recognize a marketing tactic. It sees a rare opportunity that is quickly disappearing and may never return. That sense of urgency can push your survival system to bypass logic and prioritize an immediate reward over your long-term financial health. Behavioral researchers and major corporations spend billions of dollars reducing the friction between an impulse and a completed purchase. They know that the easier it is to spend, the less time you have to reconsider the decision. Saved payment information, biometric approval, and one-tap checkout make the process nearly automatic. Your emotional brain can complete the purchase before your rational brain has time to ask whether you actually need it. The real engine behind this trap is the way modern marketing exploits dopamine through variable rewards. Think of your favorite shopping app or social media feed as a high-tech slot machine that fits inside your pocket. You never know exactly which deal, trend, or must-have product will appear next. That uncertainty makes the experience especially addictive to a brain wired to search for novelty. Every time you scroll, you are hunting for the next small dopamine reward. When you finally find something exciting and press the buy button, you experience a temporary spike in satisfaction. But that spike is always followed by a decline. Psychologists refer to part of this process as hedonic adaptation. A new device, a new outfit, or a new pair of shoes may feel exciting for several days. Then it becomes familiar. What once felt special becomes normal, and your brain begins searching for the next upgrade that might recreate the original feeling. That is why so many people become trapped in lifestyle inflation. As their income rises, their spending rises at nearly the same rate. They work harder, earn more, and consume more, yet remain financially stuck. Modern marketing does not only exploit dopamine. It also exploits your social brain by using status symbols to activate comparison. Human beings are deeply social creatures. For most of our history, comparing ourselves with others helped us understand our position, safety, and value within a group. Social media now amplifies that instinct by exposing you to a non-stop highlight reel of other people's purchases, vacations, achievements, and carefully selected milestones. Your brain begins keeping an invisible score, and it can easily confuse looking wealthy with actually building wealth. You may feel pressure to buy a particular brand, upgrade your car, or display a certain lifestyle because your ancient brain interprets those symbols as signs of status, acceptance, and security. But there is a massive difference between displaying wealth and building it. Real wealth is often quiet. It is built by people who learn to recognize assets, skills, businesses, and investments. These are things that can produce value and put money into your pocket rather than status symbols that continually take money out. This biological mismatch does not only drain your bank account, it also drains your mental capacity through fragmented attention. When notifications, messages, and infinite scrolling constantly pull your focus away, your brain stops engaging deeply with what you are doing. That creates mental fatigue. And when you are mentally exhausted, your self-control becomes weaker, making impulsive decisions far more likely. Every time your attention is hijacked, you may also be paying a hidden financial cost. A distracted mind tends to make worse decisions, especially when those decisions involve planning and long-term consequences. Building wealth and improving your life require a calm, focused brain that can think beyond the present moment. But a brain addicted to constant stimulation remains trapped in the immediate present, always searching for the next quick reward. That is why protecting your attention is just as important as protecting your investments. To overcome this ancient wiring, you need to move from automatic reaction to conscious response, and you cannot depend on willpower alone. Your environment is often stronger than your discipline. You need systems that protect you from your own impulses and train your brain to value long-term stability over short-term excitement. Strategy number 1. Build a relationship with your future self. Research suggests that many people think about their future selves almost as if they were strangers. That makes it easier to spend today the money that could improve that person's life tomorrow. To change this behavior, build an emotional connection with the person you will be 10 or 20 years from now. When income arrives, decide in advance that a portion of it already belongs to your future self. Make that decision before considering any other spending. This identity shift is powerful. When you begin seeing yourself as someone who protects your future first, money starts playing a different role in your mind. Strategy number 2. Intentionally restore friction. The modern world is designed to make spending effortless, so you need to add difficulty back into the process. Remove saved credit card information from your browser, move shopping apps away from your home screen, or delete them entirely. And adopt a mandatory 48-hour waiting period before making any non-essential purchase. That small delay gives your rational brain time to catch up with the emotional impulse. Very often, you will discover that the urgent need to buy was only a temporary dopamine spike. Strategy number 3. Restore your sensitivity to ordinary rewards. If normal life constantly feels boring, your brain may have become accustomed to an unusually high level of stimulation. Reducing highly stimulating activities such as short-form videos, constant notifications, and non-stop multitasking gives your reward system an opportunity to rebalance. Over time, simple experiences can begin to feel satisfying again. Reading a book, having a meaningful conversation, working with deep concentration, or spending a few quiet minutes alone can recover the value they once had. When you stop chasing the next burst of novelty, you regain the ability to focus on the repetitive tasks that create real progress. Strategy number 4. Value assets over symbols. Train your brain to admire ownership, knowledge, skills, and cash flow instead of luxury and appearance. Pay attention to what people have built, learned, and invested in, rather than only what they choose to display. Businesses, valuable skills, and productive investments reveal far more about wealth than a visible logo or an expensive purchase. When your internal measure of success shifts away from public approval and toward the private wealth you are building, the desire to buy things to impress other people begins to fade. The most important realization is this: your attention is one of the most valuable assets you own, and the modern economy is engaged in a constant competition to capture it as cheaply as possible. You are not broken because you feel the pull of consumerism. You are a biological human being with an ancient brain living inside an extremely sophisticated digital trap. But once you understand how that trap works, you can build systems that protect your focus, your finances, and your future. True freedom is not the ability to buy anything you want whenever you want it. True freedom is the ability to direct your attention, time, and resources toward what genuinely matters. Start today. Add friction to one impulsive habit and choose a lasting reward over an instant one. To learn more about rewiring your brain, building quiet wealth, and developing stronger focus, subscribe and join our community of builders. Your brain is a powerful tool. Make sure you are the one holding the controls.